Everybody has showed up. They left the beach, they left the boardwalk to watch this. The NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, and we are ready to turn them loose. The young Austin Beers in the 64 will get them going here tonight, and we are underway in the Jersey Shore 150 at Wall Stadium. Layout for the opening lap. I'll pick it up when they come around. Austin Beers leads lap 1. He's able to clear Matt Hirschman and Jimmy Blewett, who run second and third behind him. Battles a bit deeper in the field. Eric Goodale trying to find room down to the inside of Doug Coby in the 70 York. Goodale in the 58 was the fastest car in final practice earlier today. And Goodale on the move early here to the bottom as they work the inside lane. The fast way around this racetrack is all the way at the bottom, and that's where successful drivers like Jimmy Blewett and others have been able to make it work easily on the inside lane. And that's what we look for as the race goes on when you have the opportunity to do that. Caution is out on the speedway for the first time here today. 26 laps complete. Austin Beers out in front, and it is the 8 car that has gone around. Thomas Martino Jr. Because this racetrack is so intense and is so fast that there's not a lot of time to think. It's more about react. That's what the drivers will try to do here tonight. We're getting ready for the restart. Austin Beers has led the entire way from the pole. He's on the bottom in the 64 car and fires first. We're back underway here in the Jersey Shore 150. Justin Bonsignor has pulled down to the inside lane of Matt Hirschman to challenge for the runner-up spot. A little bit of contact there on the front straightaway. And Hirschman holds on. Bonsignor has to settle for third at the moment. Doug Coby fourth. And fifth is Eric Goodale. Great side-by-side action deeper in the field. Nestle sideways and out of shape there in turns 3 and 4. And the caution is back out for the second time here tonight. You can tell how racy they were getting a moment ago. 37 laps in. Caution waves once again. This time it's Melissa Fifield who is spun to the inside of turns 3 and 4, while Austin Beers continues to show the way in the Jersey Shore 150. Matt Hirschman to the outside lane as we get set to turn him loose one more time. An even start this time by, but Austin Beers able to clear Matt Hirschman, and that puts Justin Bonsignor down the inside lane. Pokes the nose of that 51 out in front and takes over the runner-up spot in turn 3. Bonsignor to second. Matt Hirschman back to third. And now Coby trying to cut underneath off turn 2. Can't do it. But on the outside lane behind them, Ron Silk, who started 11th, has just gotten by Eric Goodale, and that's going to be good enough to move it inside the top 5 for the first time tonight. The Silk starting to walk up a little bit higher. Here comes Coby, working down to the inside of Matt Hirschman in the battle for third, and Hirschman goes around in turn 3. Third caution of the night, and it happened between Doug Coby and Matt Hirschman, racing for the third spot, 54 laps in, and Matt Hirschman gets spun in the middle of turns 3 and 4. No contact to another car of the wall after he was spinning. I'll have to see if there was contact. Let's see what happened. Coby down to the bottom, Hirschman there, and well, it's hard to tell from that angle whether or not the two came together. You see McCarthy in the 20. He got spun after the fact as well. Dave Zapienza stopped. And here's another look at it. Into the turn. Right there. Contact made. Coby a little low getting at the entrance of the turn. You see the modified bounce just a touch. And the 60 car of Matt Hirschman goes spinning. One more time. Watch the left front of Coby. Right on the flat. It unsettles the race car as he came up the hill. And there just wasn't enough room at that point. And that sends Hirschman around. When they get the green flag this time, there'll be 62 laps complete in the Jersey Shore 150 here at the Wall Stadium in New Jersey. Austin Beers has led every lap from the pole, but he's got a new challenger to the outside, and it's Justin Bonsignor in the 51 car. And Bonsignor able to stay even this time with Austin Beers as they head for turn 2. Good launch off turn 2, and Justin Bonsignor for the first time today, is able to bypass the 64 of Austin Beers, and we've got a new leader. Look who's coming right along with him. The outside lane tonight for Ronnie Silk has been working well, picking up a few spots on every restart and putting himself in position. Silk up to third in the 16 car, that silver machine. One slip up, and Bonsignor can go from first outside the top 5, and there is Austin Beers. They rub Nerf bars off turn 4 to the inside lane. Beers going for the race lead. Drives Bonsignor up the hill through turns 1 and 2, and Austin Beers back out in front. Ronnie Silk and Justin Bonsignor now out into sparks fly. You go back to the Riverhead race, the first one, and those two went at it. Silk and Bonsignor, and Silk just shoved Bonsignor up the racetrack. And Andrew Krause is trying to use that strength to his advantage. How this racetrack changes as a run goes on. Caution flag is out, fourth one of the day. This time, multiple cars involved. Anthony Nocella in the 46, and the 9 of Tommy Wanek has gone around. Caution flag is out. Austin Beers leads the way here in the Jersey Shore 150. Well, let's see what he does here this time around. He'll take the outside lane on this start. First time today. Austin Beers goes to the outside. Ron Silk will have the bottom. He's on the front row with an opportunity to challenge for the race lead. Green flag is back out at Wall Stadium, and they are toe-to-toe into turn 1. Here's Ronnie Silk. Shoves Beers up the racetrack to take the race lead. Now Kobe slides into second. He'll look to do the same as Beers now stuck in the outside lane, 91 laps in. Silk to the lead. Kobe, Bonsignor through. Andrew Krause now trying to go to the inside lane. Beers pushing down, trying to pinch off the inside lane, but Andrew Krause is too strong, draws even off turn 2. Beers slightly ahead through turns 3 and 4. Now able to clear Andrew Krause and goes from first to fourth on that exchange by choosing the outside lane of the restart, and Ronnie Silk just so good to the bottom. Silk and Kobe, first and second. Outside lane, Anthony Nocella in the path of the race leader. Kobe makes contact. He goes around in turn 3. Fifth caution of the night, and this time, turn 3, it's Doug Kobe who spins. He grabs a gear quickly to rejoin the field. 41 laps to go, and while racing a lapped automobile with the race leader, Ronnie Silk, Doug Kobe brings out the caution. Here's what happens. Silk gives Nocella the chrome horn. Nocella cuts down to the inside, getting into turn 3, and chops off Doug Kobe. I don't know if he knew Kobe was there, but here's another look at it. Nocella knows that he's in the way of the leader. He cuts down a bit early on the end of the straightaway. He didn't know Kobe was there, and Kobe went spinning. Lights are out atop the pace car. We've got a new front row. It's Ronnie Silk, the race leader, to the outside lane. Justin Bonsignor on the bottom. And we are ready to turn him loose here and head toward the finish in the Jersey Shore 150. Silk with a great launch in the outside lane takes over the top spot. Austin Beers challenging to the bottom of Justin Bonsignor in turn 3. Krause in fourth, and Eddie McCarthy able to pick up a spot. He's now inside the top 5 for Kyle Bonsignor. As Bonsignor goes to the inside of Cecily, they come together, sparks fly. Cecily able to rope it back in, but the caution flag eventually does come out for the 6th time tonight. This time trouble in turn 2 between the 22 of Kyle Bonsignor and the 19 of Anthony Cecily. Ronnie Silk to the outside lane. Justin Bonsignor down low. Green flag flies once again, and Bonsignor able to keep pace as they head for 1. To the inside lane, Justin Bonsignor. Wheel to wheel for the race lead. Outside lane, it's Ronnie Silk. Off turn 4, Justin Bonsignor, the new leader. Silk not ready to give it up yet, though. Sails it deep off turn number 2. Inside of 20 laps to go, and Justin Bonsignor takes sole possession of the race lead. Off turn 2, trouble. The 64 car of Austin Beers goes around, and multiple cars involved. The 58, Eric Goodale. The 3, Jake Johnson. They both got damage in the incident. Beers spinning. With 18 to go, after winning the pole and leading laps early, brings out the 6th caution of the day, make it 7th of the day, and boy, that is not the way Eric Goodale wanted to end his night. The left front pointed in the wrong direction and stopped at the bottom of turn 4. Things happen very, very quick here. You see it here. It was the 64 that was out of shape already, and then as everybody piled in, Jake Johnson comes in and just absolutely clobbers the left front of Eric Goodale, trying to work to the inside lane of the racetrack, and just did not have enough room to get by that incident. Kobe was in it. The 19 was in it as well. Watch the black and orange 19. That car went airborne for Anthony Sesley. That's what got Eric Goodale involved. And right there, the contact between Jake Johnson and Eric Goodale in the 58 sent those cars both down to the infield, as multiple cars involved. 2 series champions, 2 local track drivers right behind them, and Andrew Krause and Eddie McCarthy. Green flag flies again here at Wall Stadium as the field rumbles off into turn 1. Bonsignor gives the elbow to Ronnie Silk, shoves him up the racetrack. Silk, though, stays to the outside lane, draws even through turns 3 and 4. Wheel to wheel for the race lead, single file behind them. Bonsignor to the top spot. Caution. 8th caution of the night, and it is for Thomas Martino, who has spun. 2nd time he has brought out the caution here tonight. And J.B. Fortin, who was also running inside the top 10, and Max Zackham have come together. And they are trying to do, it looks like a victory lane donut and maybe disconnect those 2 race cars. Seems like the bumper of the 34 is stuck in the Nerf bar. There it comes free of the 26 of Max Zackham, and J.B. Fortin's going to walk away with a front bumper torn off and a left rear tire gone. All right, Ron Silk up top. They turn him loose. Green flag is out. Silk and Bonsignor, a bit of contact on the start. 5 to go. Bonsignor able to get clear. Silk is here. He gives him the bumper. Shoves him up the racetrack. Here comes Ronnie Silk down to the inside lane. Contact for 3rd behind. McCarthy up to 3rd. The crossover move this time. Bonsignor looks to the bottom lane. He won't hold anything back. These 2 have created a rivalry this season. Across the line they come. 3 to go. Silk wavers a bit in turn 2, but Bonsignor is not able to capitalize on it. They come together in turn 4. The chrome horn with 2 to go. Ron Silk a 1 car length advantage back to the 51 of Justin Bonsignor. This time off turn 4, he'll see the white flag as Bonsignor close enough to challenge. Final time around is Ronnie Silk in command off turn 2. For the 3rd time this season, Ronnie Silk has won on the Whelen Modified Tour, and he's won the Jersey Shore 150.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.